Happy Wellness Wednesday, crew. It's your girl E and her copper cup. Sip, sip. So, today I am in Queensbury, New York. And I have a special guest. And here's my guest, Debbie Geer.
Hey there, girl.
Hey. So Debbie Geer is going to tell us about her
journey. I'm going to share with you about how I found a way to feel best concerning my body, my soul, and my mind by losing some weight, and how that helped in many other areas in my life.
Yes, so she has a lot of great information to share with you, crew. So get your pen and paper, get ready to take notes, and have some fun with your girl E and Debbie Geer. We met in Queensbury
4 years ago.
4 years ago,
Yeah.
And I went on Debbie's women's retreat last October. You guys remember, you saw those awesome pictures I posted. Well, here's Debbie Geer.
There you
So
go.
tell them.
I will. Well, I'm the founder and president of Hope for Women's Heart, that E was able to go to our first retreat last year. But that's a little side note that I can share toward the end. But I did want to come on and share with you a journey that I had gone through in 2020. Actually, it's been a lifelong journey. How many of you ladies out there have tried to lose weight and you've lost it, then gained it, lost it, then gained it? We've all been there. I went through that journey after I had my children and just struggled most of my life. So in 2020, and I'll show you a picture of how I looked. I weighed in at, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, but there we are. I weighed in at 209 pounds. I had been heavier than that, but that's how I looked, if you can see. And I did not like how I looked. I did not like how I felt. I didn't want my picture taken. I didn't want to go anywhere because I didn't feel like I looked good. And so as a result, I was just at a place that I'm like, I'm going to change. I've got to change this. And many of you ladies, if you're past menopause or getting a little older, I'm 62 right now, but feeling like I'm 42. But as you get older, it's harder to lose the weight, and so I was finding that was an added struggle in my life, where it came off easier earlier in my life. So I was on the journey of what to do. And so I saw on Facebook a friend of mine who had, she went to school with my sons, and I remembered her always being a very big, large woman, a young girl actually. And she shared on Facebook how she had weighed 357 pounds, but she lost 182 pounds. And in, I believe it was about 255 days, but she had kept it off, and that was the key that got my attention. She had kept it off for 5 years, and that she had done it in that period of time. And I don't know about you, but I need to be encouraged, and yet I need it also to lose weight to be healthy. So it got my attention. I checked with a couple people who were nurses that happened to be on it. This diet, and the name of the program that I used is called Omnitrition, and I am an Omnitrition independent marketing consultant. So it's been a lifesaver for me. But so finding out that it was healthy, that it was all natural, I was like, okay, I'm going to give this a try. And so Omnitrition really taught me some things that helped me not only lose the weight, but keep it off.
Right.
And
you look amazing.
Well, thank you.
So
I
proud
feel
of
good.
you.
So I lost 50 pounds, but with Omnitrition, what I like is, yes, there are 3 products that you take, all natural, healthy. There's a liquid vitamin. There's also something that you take, it's called Nightlight, that you take before you go to bed, that helps, you know how you start losing weight and it gets, your skin gets loose, and so that helps firm that up. And then there is a Omni Drops, which is an appetite suppressant, but it does not give you the side effects that a lot of
That's
pills,
nice.
so it's all natural. And so you do it for 42 days,
Wow.
depending on how much you need to lose. And so I was able to lose the 50 pounds in 100 days. And what I liked about it was not only, yes, you do use the products, but it taught me things about food. You obviously, any type of diet, you learn to decrease how much you eat. So I was weighing food, which I had never done before. So it gave me a visual of how much food you're actually eating, because you don't realize a certain portion, you're just thinking, oh, that's not very big, and then you weigh it and you realize it's 10 ounces of something, where it's portion control.
Yeah.
Also, the other area that was very helpful was prepping, being aware of and ready. So when I was ready to eat, I wasn't grabbing something that I shouldn't. And it was all healthy food that you're eating. I'm not buying special products out on the market.
Right.
It's food that anybody could get in the supermarket. So,
wow.
it taught me a lot of things. And ultimately, and with any diet, you come to that place that you lose the weight you want, but then what? And there's always then what.
Yes.
So the then what is you then go on a maintenance, for about 21 days. And during that time, it really teaches you, as you slowly incorporate certain foods back into your diet,
Right.
how it affects your body.
Oh yeah.
And you don't realize, when you're eating a lot of certain foods, that it's this food that's making you gain weight, or it's this food.
Yes.
And so it taught me that there were certain foods that I would weigh myself, I was up a little bit. Well, I incorporated a food that I might have to be a little more careful with. Where for you might be able to eat it, and it's no big whoop, right? But for me, it affected me differently. So that was very helpful for me, and it also helped me to look at the fact that when I started to learn to maintain my weight, I had lost 50 pounds, but I have to be honest, I ended up gaining probably 5 or 6 pounds during maintenance.
Wow.
Because we need to listen to our body
Yes.
tell us where we settle.
Yes. Yes.
So because we're so caught up in having to be a certain size or a certain weight, I had to learn to listen, and my body was telling me that I really could maintain a weight that was actually a little more than what the scale was saying. So that was a learning curve for me as well. And I lost a lot of inches as well.
I have a quick question. Did
Yes,
you
ma'am.
weigh yourself every day, every week?
Yep.
How did you do your
For me,
weighing?
actually, and I know some people say don't do it, but it is good, I think, to be encouraged to weigh yourself every day. And it is something that I do because I know myself, that if I waited and weighed once a month, say, I could easily just start getting lazy or start losing track, and all of a sudden I'm up 5 pounds, give or take. So it's not something that I use to make myself feel guilty, but it is something that keeps me accountable.
Okay.
And so, especially on the program, while you're doing the 42 days, you do weigh yourself every morning, and it's encouraging because you see the scale going down, down, down.
Yeah.
And sometimes you level off, and then, but I also took measurements, which is key, because your body might not show up. The body loss, the weight loss, is not always showing on the scale, but it will show up in the inches. And so
wow.
I learned that.
So it's a little work as well.
It is.
Which is good.
It is good. Anything that's helping you to feel good, body, soul, and mind, is worth the work.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like this sign here. We saw this and we thought, oh, this is perfect. And it says, it always seems impossible until it's done. And how many of us have walked that out where you don't feel like it's possible, but boy, when you get there, it is so worth it.
Yes.
So it is possible, and it's just a matter of investing in your time. there might be some financial investment, but you think about how much you might spend on food. It's not good for you.
I
You know, the
know.
drive-through fast
Yeah.
food stuff and all that.
That's the worst.
So, you know, we're worth it. Don't you
Yes.
think, to invest in ourselves?
Invest in yourselves. I always
Yes.
stress that. Invest
Yeah.
in your health, invest in yourself, and enjoy life.
Yeah, yeah. And the better you feel about yourself, the more you start to look at life differently.
Oh,
and
yeah.
you can get very depressed and down when you're not feeling that there's hope. And I guess that's a good segue into
Yeah.
this other part of my
Yes.
life that
Yes.
E was able to go to for the first time
In
in October of last year. But I'm the founder and president of a women's organization that started in 2011, and it's called Hope for a Woman's Heart. And it's open to all women throughout the entire region and beyond. It's not limited to an area, but New York especially. And we began with just a small group, and it's grown and grown. And so we host 2 major events a year for all women in the fall and in the spring. And we try during our events to offer hope, to encourage women, to uplift them.
Yeah.
We're just real women. Our women's events are inspirational because it's real women sharing their stories. There's women that give you a message of hope. We have fun things that we do at our events. There's dance, there's music. And again, these are all just everyday women from our area. We don't bring in some high, big name person from another state. Not that that's not good, but we really sensed a need that there needed to be a platform for women in our region to have a neutral, non-denominational venue that we could meet and be able to encourage each other. We are faith-based, but it is a wonderful, wonderful place to be able to have people who don't believe at all to come and know that they are going to have a good time and enjoy and meet other women.
I met some wonderful ladies.
Did you have a good time?
I had an awesome time.
Yeah.
I can't wait till October.
Yeah, we
Do
have
it
another retreat in October,
Yeah.
and we also have, just to let everybody know,
Yeah,
put it
yeah.
on your calendar, we have a women's event on June 18th. It's Saturday at the Strand Theater in Hudson Falls. So this is a new venue for us. There's going to be in the afternoon our normal Hope for Women's Heart Women's event, and then in the evening there'll be a couple-hour break, and then people can come back, including men and youth. It's all people are invited, the public, and it's called Jazz, Jokes, and Java. And so we have music. There's a comedy act. These are all people from our area. Dance. So it's going to be a fun night. And our women's event that we're having during the day is called I Am Woman, Hear Me Roar. And it's a place where God has given women a voice. And so it's going to be a powerful day. So I hope if you have questions, we do have a Facebook page, Hope for a Woman's Heart Facebook page, and also a website, www.h4wah.com, and you can go on and there'll be more information on that. Or if you're interested in being on our email list, you can contact me, friend me. My name is Debbie Geer, DebbieGeer. So I'd love to get in touch with you. Maybe you have a story you'd like to share, or you dance, or you have a special talent that we could draw from. So that's a little bit about the balance of body, soul, and mind. And so God has completed that for me, and I'm so thrilled. And I get to meet so many beautiful people like Eve. What a blessing, right?
Oh, thank
She's
you.
beautiful.
Thank you, Debbie. Thank
You're
you
welcome.
so much for coming on. Oh my gosh,
Yeah, thank
my
you for
eyes are
asking me.
welling up because her testimony is so powerful, crew.
No.
But I'm so happy you were on my Wellness
you.
Wednesday
Thank
today.
you for asking me.
Yes, I'm
All
excited.
right.
I'm gonna have all of her information, post to the link, etc. You know what I tell you, crew? Like me on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Clubhouse, oh my gosh, TikTok. Your girl is out there. She's doing her thing and enjoying the journey. Don't forget to drink lots of water. Get your copper cup.